Hello, Christopher Boylan here from the Plantech Nuhaus Design and Build team. Thanks for joining us again today on our latest video blog. Today we're at Cabinteely, Shrewsbury Lawn, and I want to just show you the latest finishes here on the back extension. It was a fairly simple project. It consisted of a removal of an existing old 1980s conservatory and the construction of a new open plan kitchen dining extension with a new modern flat roof and some nice architectural features. It's over 9 meters wide, which is unusual for a back extension. We're usually limited to about 6 meters, but here you can see the extreme width here, and we have a nice architectural glass separating the kitchen and the dining area. We have an up and over window, and we have the cedar cladding overhang and a nice Talvita metal anthracite zinc fascia and soffit, and that just is finished with some insulation here on the side walls, gable walls. You can see with the old junction between the PVC, you've got your main extension and you've got your renovation space. So the external insulation for this project stopped at the end of the gable here. So it's the old render mixed with the new insulation. You can actually see the thickness here, the 150 thick build up with the insulated plinth. And if you pan around the front, we can have a look at the other insulated areas around the windows. We have a nice finish which we have incorporated around the glazing. We have a granite effect framing. It's a nice detail that we finish quite often with. You can see it here on the main slider. This is an 8-foot high slider, again non-standard, almost commercial height, and you have the 5-meter width triple glazed window. You can see that in the cross section and on the threshold on the framing base. It's an engineered kit of Drewtex provided window framing and slider kit. So quite substantial open plan space, about 2.5 meters of clear opening when it is fully open. That opens onto the new patio, stone patio slab. The garden still needs to be lawned and reseeded, but still left with about 50 square meters of grass and plenty of space there for the kids and family to enjoy. Some landscaping still outstanding for the perimeter, some raised beds, some painting and decorating on the fencing, but that's a separate project. We're focusing on the main extension here, which is the priority for the brief. So this is the main open plan space. This was the kitchen dining area, and you can see with the steel beams boxed in above our head here where the end of the original house stopped. We had a dividing wall here also, so you can see the T connection, which was designed by our civil engineer. In this case, we left it the downstand and the plasterboard exposed and painted and decorated. Sometimes the steel is left open and painted. In this case, it's plasterboard. We've also got this nice louvered wood effect. The architects have designed this as a small separation zone between the lounge and dining space. In a big open plan space, it's nice to have some separation, and the furniture does that, but also we can have these half walls or louvered walls, and you've got light coming through, and you've got a sort of a separation. There's also a hidden post here, which was designed by the engineers. Again, because of the 10-meter span, we needed something to support centrally, and we did not want a visible column coming down straight in the middle of the open plan space. So this is the square hollow post encased with the wood, and then the architects have designed this louvered framing to make a nice feature of it, and that's it. You wouldn't even know it's there. Furniture still to go in, so it's still a bit bare, but in general you've got your kitchen, your lounge, your dining space. And if you come over this side, you can see the cube kitchen that was selected. Simple enough, nice space, sort of peninsula. The Bora induction hob, good storage, good preparation space, and then your zone for your counter and your island and your stools. Again, you have your sink, services, bins, and a good working space with brilliant light above your head. You can see you've got even potentially window seat here. We can put some cushions and can decorate that. But again, storage or books and some shelving storage here. And then you've got the beautiful up and over window, which is over 3 meters in height and goes back 2 meters into the main roof. In this project, there's no actual skylight because we have only about a 2.5 meter deep extension, and we have an oversized sliding door, which is over 10 square meters of glass. And then you have this up and over window as well. So no real need for more light and natural light. We had plenty coming through. Yeah, that's the kitchen zone, and that's the main. It's mainly finished now. We have some snags today. We will be back for professional photographs, some small touch-ups, but this will give you an idea of the finished product. Again, the floor stone finish matches the tile, so you can see the threshold break here, but it's pretty much a seamless transition from the existing new build into the outside space. So it is only a 2-meter extension, but with the extended patio matching the tile slab, it gives a feel of a bigger space. It actually starts back from the hallway, which from the end of the patio to the hallway is about 8 meters. So again, for anyone considering extension, you don't have to use the 40 square meters from planning allowance and exemptions. In this case, it's probably 15 to 20 square meters only. And with some clever use of space and open plan and the patio extension, the extra glass height, you can get that feel of a bigger space. Again, here we have the utility room. Simple galley type utility. Sink, services, storage, your side door, cat flap, the important cat flap. And yeah, just more family storage, built-in units, some reused appliances, potential for shelving on a high level, and yeah, just extra larder and pantry space. So that's tucked away from the main kitchen space. Coming in from the hallway, as I said, we stopped here. Pretty much this was the start of the works area. Again, for anyone considering home renovation or extension, you don't always have to renovate the whole property. The electrics and plumbing can be looked at as major upgrades, but in general, if you're considering a project like this, you know, your budget should be about 100, 150, and it doesn't have to go into $250,000 plus or major renovations. This is still possible, and it's something that we will still take on for you if you're considering extending or renovating your home. Again, your living space, we popped in these pocket doors on a sliding track system, built in a pocket and a track that's fitted behind the stud. The Nuhaus team on site were excellent here. You can see the finishes are beautiful. Painting, decorating, laying flooring. Again, our clients have retained the original doors. They can always update that in the future. These properties at Shrewsbury Lawn have a huge footprint. This was really about the extension and the family space for kitchen dining. They still have a beautiful front room, over 20 square meters. They've got a great entrance hall, good sized bedrooms upstairs. And then these other rooms, which are overflow space for family, play areas, home office, second living room, even a guest bedroom with the ensuite option next door. So plenty of potential for future change of use or remodeling. But as I said, this is our main project here, was tie-in, renovation and extension. You can have a look upstairs briefly at the fiberglass roof. I think it's worth looking at the up and over glass, and just to show our clients the finishes on the parapet. It's something that we get asked quite a lot. How does the roof look and how is it finished? So we can have a quick look upstairs before we finish, and at the next episode you'll see the updated professional videos and professional photos and client interviews. But for today at handover of snag, I think that's plenty to get through. Let's have a quick look upstairs before we finish. So here you can see the finished fiberglass roof. You can see from the upper level the fall the carpenters have built, the firing piece, starting from the back of the external insulation and falling down to this valley and a rainwater collector which is hidden on the outside. You can't see it on the ground floor, it's hidden behind the cedar cladding and it's brought straight to the eco channel. And then you have your trims here, your Tarvita metal capping, fully fixed on that full parapet all around. So that's it, fairly straightforward. Your full guarantee on your fiberglass, your external insulation junction and your finished roof system here. It does need a little bit of maintenance every so often. You get, obviously with the tree line here, you're going to get a build up of leaves, and like any roof, it needs maintenance and to be swept down, and the rainwater outlet to be protected and cleaned every so often. But in general, very low maintenance. And if you just pan over to your right here, you can see we actually have the up and over window. This sort of splits the roof. You've got two different roof spaces, but the glass is also on a slight fall, about a 4-degree fall. And that's it. That would just need squeegees or a general wipe down every so often, and you still get that triple glazed glass effect above your head. Beautiful finish. Again, low maintenance. Yeah, that's it. It's just it's a shot that most people ask about and a finish that they'd like to see. So that's your fiberglass, your metal and your triple glazed roof space. That's all for today's episode. Thanks very much for joining us, and don't forget to like, follow and share on all of our social media platforms, plantech.ie and nuhaus.ie. You can also visit our showroom by appointment at Ballycoolan. And thanks very much. We'll see you all soon. Thanks for your continued support, and we'll see you soon on the next episode. All the best.